Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Morgan F and you're watching Young Black Misses, where we talk all about plant-based eating and how you can make it more approachable. So have you ever seen those 2 ingredient TikTok videos where they're literally making meat substitute, aka seitan, from flour? Well, I'll show you how I prepared this. It is hot, so I'm not gonna leave it up too much. If that sounds interesting to you, let's stay tuned. Alrighty, so let's kickstart this process. I have 5 cups of bread flour in my KitchenAid, my mixer, and I'm adding 2 cups of water. I saw people kneading it by hand, but I don't have the upper body strength for all that. So I'm like, screw that. I'm just gonna put the little knead function on in this beautiful mixer that hardly ever gets used and let it do its thing. And let me tell you, buddy, this dough was bouncing. See, I'm trying to scrape the bottoms off and get it together and make sure everything is looking good to go. But this dough was it was like it was Destiny's Child, jumping, you know, you'll see, this bad boy is bouncing. So if you were doing this by hand, you'd need for about 15 minutes. But like I said, ain't nobody got time for that. All right, here goes that jumping dough. So I'm like, all right, dough, you've obviously ready to go. So I try to gather it together in a ball, and then I kept poking at it to see if it would bounce back. There we go, good bounce. All right, so now I've got some gloves on because I just thought it was gonna be sticky. So now I'm doing a little bit more kneading and just making sure the ball forms together like I would like it to. You know, we're starting in on a nice process, so you know, might as well get comfortable with our seitan and become one with it. And I ended up kneading it a little bit more here because I don't feel like it was like firm like how I thought it would be, and it didn't bounce back like I've seen other videos. So I just wanted to make sure that everything was good. Boom, there we go. All right, we're going in for we're going in for some cold water in a bowl. We're gonna let that rest for an hour, at least an hour. And I actually let it rest for 8 hours, so you can see that it got a little darker because I had things to do. So here's my first wash, and I'm laughing because I have my rings on. Like, why did I keep my rings on? And so since I'm trying to make this into like a steaky type thing, I'm not gonna wash it as much as I've seen people when they make chicken. So I'm only gonna wash it twice. And I didn't reserve the liquid, but I hear that that's really good to do because it has lots of capabilities to make other things. But for now, I'm just trying to focus on getting this seitan looking how it's supposed to be looking. Like, can you see that? That is getting creepy to me. I was like thoroughly amused at how this is looking. I'm like, wow. So I'm pulling apart maybe about 20% of it because I want to use that like marbling. You know how steak has that like marbling approach? So that's what I'm doing. Here is my second wash. And it's so interesting how not as milky as it was the first time as it is this time. I was thoroughly amused by that. It's just so interesting what things do. Now, you could keep washing it. I only did 2 washes because I wanted it to be like steak. So you could totally do 2 or more washes. And I actually think in hindsight, perhaps I should have done just 1 more wash, but I didn't. Okay, so first I'm taking that small portion and I'm adding some fat. That's just some olive oil to it. And I think I just added some fat to it. I didn't want it to have any like color. So that's what that piece is there. And I just blended it real quick. Now this is the rest of the seitan. So I'm adding a variety of seasonings here, including liquid aminos, liquid smoke, and then I'm actually using the Gordon Ramsay's that eggplant seasoning that he used, that's going to be in here too. That's some bolognese, vegetable bolognese, actually sauteed onion bolognese. So here comes that Gordon Ramsay steak seasoning, because in a future video I make that eggplant steak, but I thought it wasn't going to be enough food. Anyways, it's a whole other thing. But check out for that video coming up. Okay, so I combined the two, both the fat and the just the flavored portion of it, but I accidentally didn't get it recorded. I guess it wasn't recording. So here I am with some wax paper, which I recommend using parchment paper, and I am just going to wrap this up in some aluminum foil, and then I'm gonna toss this in my Instapot for another about 45 minutes to steam. Like a burrito. All right, here's what it looks like once you take it out of the steam. Now, this is the next day again. So I am adding in some red wine, beet juice, and then I'm going to add in some liquid smoke because I really want it to be smoky. Liquid aminos. And then next up, once again, that vegetable bouillon, I think is how you say it. I might have said bolognese, sorry about that. So this right here is going to be kind of like a simmering sauce. I'm gonna add some butter to it to really enhance the flavors. I actually let that seitan rest overnight. And so now that the first initial cook was done with the steam, so this is gonna be our other cook, and I'm actually gonna cook it one more time. You'll see. So butter's going in, thyme is going in, and here I am flipping it over to the other side. I saw recipes that said cook it for like an hour, but I only did mine for 30 minutes, and because the liquid was so hot, because that's my hot part of my oven. So that was a lot, and that was an overnight experience, which you don't have to do it overnight, but I was busy. Okay, so this has been resting for probably about 45 minutes. Still warm. So I'm gonna cut into it, and I'm not gonna lie, I took a few little bites off the top just to see what we were working with. Oh my gosh. So me mixing in the fat with the season part looks amazing. Look at that. That is incredible, right? Love that. And the crust is wonderful. It's got a nice bounce to it. But I don't think I'm done, actually. I don't think I'm done. I think I'm gonna take it one more step. Oh man, that might have been too much of a cut. I am actually going to get a little salt and olive oil, and I'm gonna just try to get some grill marks here as my final step. Oh my gosh, this looks incredible. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. Look, I mean, look. Oh, look at that. Look. What? You see that bounce? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I'm gonna give it a little fat. Oopsie. And some salt. It smells amazing. And then I'm going to grill this, and we'll be back to taste it. All right, stay tuned. Alrighty. These did not get the char marks that I was wanting, but they cooked. So, here we go. Alrighty. I'm taking this over a friend's house or family's house. I'm gonna put it in a container. But first, gotta taste it. Let me just move this off the stove. Okay. I season them like steak, but I feel like it's more like it's different than that. Okay. Put this in there. Ready to go. Now let's just get ourselves a little knife and a fork. And these are the butts or the ends, I guess. It almost looks like pork, actually. Let's look inside of that. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. I don't know why I did that. I like it. It's salty, smoky. Not too tough. Now, I don't know if it was worth the 2 days it took me to make it, but I'll do it again. All right, guys. That's really good. Woo. Woo. That's quite the taste. Oh, I'm sorry. It tastes good. It got good. You ever eat something and it just hit you in the back? You're like, woo, chow. Y'all, your senses is popping. And I bet you I put that over some mushrooms or something. Let me see. I got me a mushroom from another video that's gonna be next. So I'm gonna just get a little mushroom. Put it right in here. That's it. I like that. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a like. Comment if you would eat this or if it's not worth your time. And make sure you hit the bell notification and subscribe so you never miss any of my videos. As you see, I'm smashing. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.